No matter who you are, you need a sense of direction in life. Because when you have a sense of direction, not only does this bring peace, but this makes it a lot easier for you to stay focused and to stay locked in on the things that you have in store for you. This makes it a lot harder for the enemy to come in and knock you off course. Because when you're somebody out here that's just roaming around the world and you don't have a sense of direction, it's easy for you to get knocked off course. It's easy for something to come into your life that looks like an opportunity that distracts you from your true potential or what you actually have going on, like your true purpose. And one thing that we need to understand is that direction brings definition to our lives. When you have a sense of direction, when you wake up and you know who you are and you know the things that you want to do with your life, this brings definition. This is what brings us peace, to where we feel as if we have a genuine purpose, which then makes us have a stable viewpoint on life itself. And when you have this form of definition that was brought into your life, you feel more purpose driven. You feel like you wake up, with enthusiasm, knowing that you have something to do today, and it's something that you want to do. It's something that you genuinely enjoy. It's something that you're passionate about. If you do not have a sense of direction, you will always end up somewhere feeling lost. You'll go through these cycles of accomplishing certain goals or handling certain business, but there is always going to be a time where you feel low again. There's always going to be a time where you hit rock bottom again, and it's simply because your sense of direction is skewed. You haven't established it within yourself enough, something that you're super passionate about, something that genuinely keeps you going to the point where you feel content. Once you find whatever it is that makes you feel complete and whole at heart, it'll make it a lot easier for you to escape this feeling of rock bottom whenever you may hit it. Whenever we go to the grocery store, if we don't go into the grocery store with a list of things, knowing what we want to get prior, then we just run around the grocery store for hours, getting a bunch of random stuff, right? But if you go in there with your mind made up, with a list, knowing exactly what you want, this makes the process much easier. You're in and out probably 20 minutes because you've established within yourself your needs, and you're going in there to get whatever it is that you need to get. And the exact same thing applies to life. When we're going through life without a list, quote unquote, this makes it a lot harder to establish ourselves, or let's say find the tools and the things that's necessary for us to reach that point of success. And what I really want y'all to do right now is just think of your toughest times in life. Think of the times where you really did hit rock bottom and life was hard for you. I guarantee that you did not have a sense of direction. I guarantee that you probably weren't in your career path or career of choice, something that you're genuinely passionate about. And this is because you have not established within yourself your true purpose, something that genuinely makes you feel whole to the point where you wake up every day and you're satisfied doing what you're doing, not knowing whether you're going or staying. This will eventually eat you alive. This will eventually attack your character. This will eventually put you in a headspace mentally to where you're confused and you're questioning your overall well-being because you don't understand whether you should go or come. You don't understand whether you should be on that side or this side. And these are all things that we have to establish within ourselves in order to feel whole. But you need that sense of direction. You need to understand and see your future in clear sight. Now, I'm not saying that you have to have everything mapped out to the T, but you definitely need to know where you're going. And I say this is because there's so many vultures, there's so many different type of people, there's so many type of environments, all meant to destroy us, all meant to attack you and to pull you away from being the best version of yourself that's possible. So with that being said, if you're just roaming around out here freely without that sense of direction, it's going to be easy for you to get distracted and to end up off course. And one thing that I truly love about knowing where you're headed in life is how you can motivate the people around you. When people around you see that you know exactly where you're going, when people see that you're goal driven, when your family, your friends, your loved ones, your wife, whoever the case may be, when they see that you have this sense of direction. And one of the biggest takeaways about having this sense of direction is understanding that you need to lead your life. You need to be the one that sets out the blueprint for where it is that you're going or where it is that you want to go. Once you do this, you'll realize that life will become a lot easier. And if life becomes easier for you, then it naturally becomes easier for the people around you, your friends, your family, those people who are witnessing you develop this form of direction. Not everybody was raised in a household who had a lot of high achievers, and that's totally okay. We don't have time to play victim. We don't have time to feel sorry for ourselves. The only thing that we could do is learn ways to capitalize and completely just change the course of our entire lives. And we do this by simply taking action. We do this by simply getting up and changing whatever it is that we don't like about ourselves or about our lives. Just because you're somebody who has been lost for the last 10, 15, 20 years or whatever the case may be, does not mean that you cannot change your life. It does not matter about your past patterns. It does not matter about everything that you've done up until this point. If you want to gain a sense of direction, if you want to change the course of what's going on, you have every right and you have the ability to, as long as you believe in it. Once you really want to gain control over your life, once you really want something as bad as you want to breathe, then you will get it. You do not have to wait to get pushed or motivated by a friend or a family member. Once you are man enough or once you are woman enough to actually take accountability for what's going on in your life, it'll be much easier for you to gain that sense of direction. It'll be much easier for you to go out and get whatever it is that you want out of life. But you have to be an adult first. You have to be somebody that does not play victim. You have to get out of that childish mindset of always blaming someone for the things that happened in your life and learn to take accountability for what's going on and gain the sense of direction. And you do this by your actions. You do this by trusting in your word. You do this by allowing your actions to speak volumes before anything else. Because oftentimes what we do is we always talk more than we act. We always talk more than we go out and do the things that we say that we're going to do. But if we just learn to act first, if we just learn to go out and do the things that we're thinking of, we'll have all the time in the world to talk later. But if you made it to the end of the video, man, I appreciate you so much. It's your boy Blue Jay Tay. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see y'all on the next one. Peace.